Oh, man. Oh, man. The late, great Paul Jones, I won't complain. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, the presiding bishop of Full Gospel, Bishop Walker. Good morning. Love you, man. How you feeling?
Love you, Ricky, and good morning. I'm feeling well and hope everybody's doing well today. Man, God is good. And, you know, man, sometimes we go through life and the chapters of our life, and we have to realize that our chapters are still being written. You know, and sometimes, man, we're going through, we have some of those tough chapters, and we're like, Lord, you know, maybe I want to skip this one, but all of it's necessary. The Bible says that, and we know all things work together for good, those who love God and those who are called according to his purpose. Sometimes you're trying to get out of something that God is trying to develop you in, but it's all necessary. Every ingredient is necessary to make the cake. Every ingredient is necessary to make the gumbo, and when something's missing, you can always tell. And God knows what we need to go through. Here's the fact. You're going to thank God for stuff you were crying about. You're going to thank God for stuff you were complaining about because it made you stronger. It made you better. So rather than add up your problems, why don't you start counting your blessings? Why don't you thank God for all the stuff you were kicking a fit over? Because look at what it produced. You would never be as wise as you are, as smart as you are. You would never have accomplished what you've accomplished had not God allowed it. I leave this with you. If God allowed it, it's going to bless you. So don't complain. Lift your hands. Give him glory because it's all working together for your good.
That's a good word right there, Bishop Walker. And I'll let everybody know how they can follow you. And if they're in the Nashville area, how can they find you?
Hey, I want everybody really quickly to follow me on Instagram at Joseph Walker 3. That's Joseph Walker 3. Check out our ministry. You can go right there on YouTube and type in Mount Zion Nashville. It's Mount Zion Nashville. I look forward to connecting. But when you follow me on Instagram, let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, Bishop, you the only one be woke. What you be up so early for, man? You just be up, don't you?
Man, I don't know, man. I just
That's how the brothers is. The brothers don't ever go to sleep.
Never.
Hey, I love you, Bishop. Appreciate you.
Love you too. All right.
There it is, y'all.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is time for the hot spot. It is 29 before the top of the hour. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Oh, man, the Lovers and Friends Festival went down over the weekend, and when I tell you it was so many people on that show, you had myself, you had Mariah, you had Missy Elliott, Chris Brown, Usher, 50 Cent, Missy Elliott, Christina Aguilera, Boyz II Men, Eve. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Like, I don't think I've ever performed anything like that. It was like Woodstock back in the day or something. Like, it was 3 huge stages.
And what you had on, Brad?
When I tell you the crowd went from, it was, you just couldn't see the end of the crowd. It went way back. My wife got me a custom-made Chicago Bulls because she know I'm from Chicago and I love the Chicago Bulls. She got me a custom-made belly exposed outfit. I felt real naked because, you know, I don't be showing all that stuff. So it was just, you know, it was nice. Cute. It was a hole in it. You know what I'm saying? And my belly was just out, so I had to make sure that thing was greased up real good and it looked good on stage or whatever. So, you know, that was the first time I ever performed pregnant and the last because I can't fly anymore and do any long flights after that. So it was amazing. The crowd went crazy. I got to perform with Usher after that. Me and JD did Sleeping in My Bed remix. I got to hang out with Mariah. You know what I'm saying? It was an amazing show.
I know she was glad to see you.
Oh my gosh, she was so happy to see me. It was amazing. I was so happy to see everybody in her crew because we hadn't seen each other for a long, long time. So it was great. It was great. Anybody want to ask me anything about that? I know.
Yeah,
you're one of the greatest of all time, man.
You wasn't out of breath after you got off stage?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I was wondering about that.
I know you was hyped.
Yeah, absolutely. This baby is sitting on all my organs. Yes, including my lungs.
So, Brad, did people scream when you came out, especially with exposing your belly? I know they did.
Yes, they did. And when I rubbed it, they went crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a great feeling.
Yeah.
It was a way to go out with a bang, before I'm going to have to sit down for a while.
Yeah,
well, my daughter and my wife sent me the picture last night of
For
you
real?
with your outfit on, and they thought it was very cute.
Oh,
They
tell them
wanted me to tell you that they thought
tell
that
them
was
I
very
said
cute.
thank you so much. That's your wife's favorite person, my wife. She came up with that.
Yeah, she love her some Judy.
I know. She love her too. Thank you for that.
Your wife wasn't there. She was over here.
No, wait a minute. What?
She was what?
She told me she was at her auntie house last night.
Don't do that. We gonna wrap up the hot spot on that though.
He said, huh?
Oh Lord, we gonna wrap up the hot spot on that. You made me forget what we teased. Oh my
the
God,
joke of the day.
Ricky, don't do that. Oh
He'll throw you, baby.
Coming up next, Lord, we got Rocky's joke of the day. Rocky, whatever it is, we gonna laugh because I don't want nothing to go down over here with Ricky and Special K. Tell me, did you say his wife was with you? Oh my God, the time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time for Rock T's joke of the day. It's Monday. While summer is not coming this year. All right, Rock, let's go.
I searched for a lighter on Amazon, but all I could find was 6,000 matches. Sit on Come on, Rick.
What?
You might want to run that back.
I searched for a lighter on Amazon, but all I could find were 6,000 matches. They got all the matches.
Can you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Come on,
I just
break it down.
Explain it to me so I can learn.
I was looking for a lighter on Amazon, but all I could find was 6,000 matches. So it's a play on words that you were looking for a lighter to light something, but you found matches instead. Like 6,000 things that match the thing that you were looking for. That's a long way of saying it wasn't funny.
Like a box of matches and a lighter. Like, you get it?
Like that? Or no, matches, like things that match with lighter.
Yeah.
There
was
I
6,000.
feel like we should play slow, sad music for this segment. Like just something more somber.
Wait a minute.
No,
6,000 matches.
Like a matchbook, a book of matches.
No, but when you search something on Amazon,
right,
all of that different versions come up. Like, so
right.
you
And they match what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
But it's called it's a double entendre.
There it is.
Man, damn.
Genius. If y'all had to go through all that, it's
genius.
My God.
If you got to do all that, shoot.
Lord.
Oh, dog.
And then
Man.
you still ain't laughing yet, Ricky. I'm still waiting for you to laugh.
No. It's interesting because I'm trying to find a way I can use that on this Netflix special I'm working on. That's good, Rock.
Come on, dog.
Don't do
Don't
that.
do that, Kate.
Dog.
No, sir.
Make that be your last joke.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Brad, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Ricky. This one crazy right here. A 23-year-old hospital employee in Florida is facing charges after getting caught sucking a sleeping elderly patient's toes.
I'll be damned. Now,
Did y'all hear what I said?
What kind of freak you is?
Sucking a sleeping elderly patient's toes.
You want to suck?
Now,
that's crazy.
The victim told the sheriff's office they woke up around 11 o'clock at night and felt someone touching their foot. And they initially thought it was a nurse checking on them, but it happened 2 more times, y'all.
What kind of freaky dicky you got going on? An elderly person in the hospital and they sleeping, you sucking their toes.
That person got to be put away for life.
That's freaky deaky.
You got to be put away for life.
That's freaky hot damn the deaky.
He never not known the patient was alive. He probably could have thought that the person
Say
probably
what?
was dead. He probably didn't know that the person was alive and probably reviving
Yeah,
him.
but you don't go in no hospital and suck nobody toes in the hospital.
So
That's freaky dicky.
I'm about to throw
Random feet in their
Freaky
mouth.
hot damn the deaky.
Wait. Who putting a random foot in their mouth, though?
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all,
I
the
don't
patient
understand.
told
Why
deputies that they felt something wet between their toes during the third
Excuse me,
incident.
Brad. Excuse me.
The patient told the deputies they felt something wet between their toes during the third incident. And when they looked over, they witnessed a 23-year-old on his knees.
You are lying. I know you're not going to sit up on this radio and lie to us this morning about something like that.
On his knees.
How you get that freaky at 23?
Next to the bed, bent over with their foot.
What age you get when you start getting freaky?
When you hit about 42, 43. That's when you start doing freak action, like, you know.
They're young now, dog.
Listen, y'all, the man was a sitter that watches patients throughout the night. Hotel security called the police after the victim reported the incident to a nurse, and the man was arrested.
So what do you do? What about the people that's paralyzed, that's laying there and can't move, and look down there with their eyes, and somebody down there sucking their toes? What kind of freaky is that?
All they can do is look at them and blink.
They can't feel nothing.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for that.
You should be.
I'm sorry for that.
This obviously wasn't the first time this dude did this. He just got caught.
Yeah, well,
I bet his lips peeling. I bet he got all kind of athlete's mouth and everything.
So disgusting.
That is absolutely that's disgusting. To suck the chick you with toes.
And he's 23. What if that's your kid? And he got to explain to you why you got to get him out of jail.
You and Shara got to go to court.
Yeah.
You and your wife got to go to court.
No, I ain't going to court on that one. You gonna sit in jail. My son go to jail for that. Your ass gonna sit in jail. I'm not bailing you out.
Because honestly, an elderly patient ain't getting no pedicures.
Okay.
It ain't.
Okay, all your friends in court for something else, and now you and your wife in, and y'all up there saying all your friends in there, and for your son sucking people's toes.
Your ass about to be in jail. You about to ride this out.
Okay, but what your friends gonna say when you and your wife sitting in court?
He did what?
What do you and your wife wear in court when y'all go to court for your son sucking toes?
She gonna dress like she from Saudi Arabia. She gonna have her whole head covered up.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's wondering if Brian McKnight had one last cry. I'm talking about that because it's being reported that Brian McKnight, y'all, they're saying that he officially disavowed, his own kids. They're saying, y'all, that, people saying now that he's talking about his new biracial son and saying that he's the only heir to the throne. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Brian McKnight had 4 children before welcoming his youngest son, Brian, into the world earlier this year. Now, they're saying Brian is acting like he now has only 1 kid now. Now, they're saying, by the way, now Brian McKnight also has a son that's already named Brian Jr., and there's this other Brian. Now, Brian wrote a poem allegedly to his son, this newborn son, and he said, I bestow upon you all of the fruits of my labor as my true heir to take care of you and yours for the generations to come. He said, you are perfection, my son. I'm so proud to give you my name and just as excited to watch you live up to it. He said, dear baby Brian, every time I look at you and kiss you, I am feeling feelings that I didn't know I could possess, an abundance or an overabundance of love between a father and his legacy that cannot be measured. You see, I never was a sentimental man, not until I met your mommy and fell head over heels in love with her. And because of our love for one another, I realized my true reason for being here on this earth, and it's to be her loving, faithful husband and to create the legacy of that love, my namesake, my joy, my baby boy, you. Now, they're saying, that Brian, he has other kids, and like I said earlier, and, those kids are speaking up because they're saying Brian was married to his first wife back in 1990 to singer-songwriter and his college sweetheart, Miss Julia McKnight, which is an African-American woman. They say they have 2 children, Brian Jr. and Nico, but they're saying Brian eventually, y'all, divorced Julie, and according to his sons, Brian Jr. and Nico, he abandoned them.
But then they make a video and they went off on him real bad on the video, and then he responded and he articulated and laid out every single thing that he did for his sons, which made it, which actually cleared everything up. And, when they get older and they get toxic like that and going in on you on the internet, making it look like you weren't there, and he laid out everything he did for him, everything he gave him, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, those situations can be complicated, as we know. Those situations
That's that's something that kind of bothers me a little bit. I don't understand. Because most men have 2 and 3 families. And, the first kids start feeling deprived when the second and third kids come along because they feel like the parents deprive them. And
I think, of course, the new baby's going to have a different experience because when he was married, he was torn. He wasn't as present because he was out, And, there were some allegations of mistreatment against his first wife out there. I mean, they're published.
Yeah. So it's just
a thing. But what about, did he mistreat the kids?
Well, that's what they're saying, allegedly, that he abandoned them and mistreated them.
You know what, Ricky, to be honest, I've been doing radio for 25 years. He's the worst celebrity I've ever interviewed.
Oh, really?
He was so nasty and rude and pompous and entitled. It was terrible. And I would tell him that to his face. He was the worst. He was the
You told him that?
No, I would tell him that. I mean, he just gave me just really bad energy, He's weird.
So what happened?
I had a weird
studio?
experience. I was trying to connect with him on one of his songs, and I was talking about the lyrics, and I gave him a compliment. I was like, that really resonated with me, and this is what I got from it. He was like, well, that's not what I meant, and he was just real stanky acting. And his new wife, clearly he's very in love because the whole interview he was talking about how she, was in medicine, and it was just weird. It was just... You ever have a weird interaction?
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure all of you all have had that, on the break. He was just not pleasant. He just wasn't pleasant. I didn't, it's hard for me to hold my tongue.
So when he left the interview, it was just a bad vibe. He wasn't like, thank you for this opportunity.
No, and he was weird towards the listeners and the fans that were there.
Well, you think maybe it's an African-American woman thing he probably, think that y'all kind of different?
Well, his new wife is Asian.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so... I don't know.
Well, we're just going to keep Brian lifted up in our prayers.
Pray for him. I'm going to pray right now as soon as we finish this.
And he'll get one last cry.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Chris Rock, baby, honey, they say he may have a new girlfriend. They're saying this time she's black. Now, her name is, honey, Miss Sharon Carter. Ricky, you may have worked with her. She's a former BET host. And they're saying they definitely are dating. They said they were spotted at the hotel, the Chateau Marmont in Hollywood, and they're saying, honey, he ordered a refreshing beverage for her. They sat down and drank. They laughed nonstop, and they say Chris, honey, was joking, honey, with some of the pages at the nearby table. So congratulations to Chris Rock and his new girl, because he was just with a European woman just like the month after the slapping, and now they're saying he's with, honey, Miss Sharon. So kudos out to Chris and Sharon. They look like they make a great couple. She's a beautiful woman.
You got to keep going till you find something that works, huh?
Yeah, because she's African American and British, so she's mixed. So they love each other. They're saying, and congratulations to both of them, honey. So maybe she could help ease the pain from the slapping. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is cloudless sky. On the high end, you say cloudless sky, and on the low end, you say beautiful, airy blue. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. Y'all please help me welcome the beautiful Emmy Award winner, singer, producer, and activist, the one and only Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Yeah.
We so happy to have you this morning. Oh my God.
It's wonderful to be with you all.
We are so happy to have you this morning. I still got that picture we took. I blew it up and put it on canvas. Got our Greek picture.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I remember that day.
Absolutely. You know the Q's and the Deltas always get it up.
Yes.
You know something? First of all, I'm mad at Gary. I'm just mad at Gary. Gary has not made a phone call, and I have called Gary, and Gary has not returned my call.
I was wondering, did you change your number? Right. I called you when you won your Emmy and everything, and I'm like, okay, Miss Cheryl, we won't be shopping no more together, honey.
Get out of here, Gary. I was so mad at you. I said to myself, listen, I do not understand this move right here, but that's all right. That's our personal relationship. And I'm talking about that this morning. Thank you very much. Called you to tell you thank you for the last gift you sent me, and you didn't even say, girl, nothing. But that's all right, uncensored.
You've been in the business for over 4 decades. I know you got a lot of stories.
You know something? I think it's the fact that we all have struggles with things, and there was a time in my life when I lost a certain belief in myself while we were doing Dream Girls and what it was like when fame came so early and so fast. And at one point, I really just couldn't deal with everything that was coming at me. So I just decided the one thing I knew I had control of was myself. And I literally stopped eating, which is very difficult for some people to understand. But sometimes I think about it and I don't even understand it myself. But my parents came to my rescue. My parents saw what was going on through TV and interviews, and one day I came through the stage door, and my parents were right there in the car, picked me up, and they said, no, we're getting this together right now because we are not losing our child. And I literally thank my parents every day for saving my life.
Wow. Well, you know what? We were so excited when you won your Emmy last year. Oh, my goodness. And then at the 28th Annual Critics' Choice Awards, you won again. And you spoke about self-love. Now, you just talked about your parents coming to pick you up and being there for you. That is so amazing. What helped you get to that mental space where you could truly say, I love me and I'm proud of myself? Because you give that off just when you walk past or when you see you on anything. I feel it through the TV.
Oh, thank you. I really have to say, when people hear me talk about looking in the mirror and loving what you see, I will never forget the day when I was at one of my lowest points and I was down to a size 2. And if you could imagine me at a size 2, you would know that something is drastically wrong. But I looked in the mirror and I saw a giant. I mean, I saw a big girl. And I remember that I had to really, really maintain a much better relationship with what I saw in the mirror. So when I say look in the mirror and love what you see, I had to regain the love for myself in the mirror. I had to be able to respect myself, empower myself. Doggone it, I'm thinking about it now, and it makes me feel how I felt when things were just off kilter. And I think about that, and I thank God that I had my family connection so strong that they were able to catch it, clock it, and come to my aid right away and give me the strength to help myself once again. And it was just one of the greatest things to ever happen to me in my life. So I maintained. I'm so sorry. Caught myself in my own throat, doggone it.
No, it's okay.
I maintained that relationship with what I see in the mirror.
That
That's
is so
why
beautiful.
I say love it. It's the truth. Well, it's my truth. There you have it. It's my truth.
Yeah, and you've given us the blueprint for self-love, and we appreciate that so much. You just re-released your book, Diva 2.0 Life Lessons from Me to You. What would you say was one of the most valuable lessons you've learned over the years?
I'm going to keep repeating it. The most valuable lesson is the relationship that you will have, not just with God or whatever you believe in or don't believe in, but the relationship that you will have with yourself, with that person you see in the mirror, is one of the greatest relationships with ever. Choose not to lie to that person. Choose to respect that person. Choose to uplift that person, because the better you are to that person is how much better you can be to everybody else in your life. Yeah. And people are so quick to think that they don't matter, and they matter so much more than they can ever believe, because if you expire in the next 10 minutes, something will change for somebody, even if it's just the person that is next to you. You are important. You are loved. And like Lizzo says, if ain't nobody told you today, baby, you're special. And I mean it.
Absolutely. And we are so excited to have you on this morning. You are always welcome to come back on this show, promoting any upcoming projects that you have. Y'all give it up. And we love you. Y'all give it up for Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Thank you, Rickey. That man called Gary with the T. I'm gonna find a diva's phone number.
I'm calling you today.
Y'all, one more time, Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Yes.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Hey, listen, man, I am so excited about this. we take great pride in, congratulating people that have accomplished things on this show. Gary, we just want to acknowledge you for winning the 2nd annual Boss Babe Awards in Atlanta. So we're excited about it. Congratulations, man.
Oh, well, thank you.
About damn time you do something right.
But you know what, Rick? It must be the year of the award because also last week I received an award from the Black Media Foundation. I wasn't able to receive it last week, but this week, last night, I was able to receive the Boss Babe Award.
Now tell us exactly what the Boss Babe Award is.
Well, I mean, they were honored. They just honor people in media and that's doing things in the community, podcasters and. It was like a community award, I guess you could put it, because people was there for winning makeup, best makeup of the year, and all those different things. And it was really
it crowded?
Nice. Yeah, it was crowded. It was really nice. Angela White, a.k.a. Black China, she was there last night. She received an award, and Drew Sidora from Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was there last night as well, and she received an award. Actually, we all sat together, but it was really a nice event. The food was good, honey. I enjoyed all of that.
Darren, how did they receive you when you went up?
Oh, they were very happy. The people were real happy. And I just came up with a speech out of my mind, because people were, happy to see me, I guess. And I was glad to see them. And it was just really a real nice event. I think the lady's name who gave us Lotto or something like that. I think that was her name.
Right. Now, and what was the awards you won last week?
The last week the award was
Black Media Honors.
The Black Media Honors. And last night was Media Icon.
That's good.
Go ahead, Gary.
It was really nice.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I really appreciated it, but Ricky, they're gonna fix my award for me today, little baby. Somebody got excited when they was making out the award, and they forgot the R in my name.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
So it's gay with the T.
Gay with the T, girl.
Are you?
Still right. Serious?
Yeah. They forgot to put the R.
So your award says Gay Hayes.
No, with the T.
Gary.
Yes.
Gary, they gave you the big award last night, and they forgot the R.
They forgot the R, Ricky. But
and what did it say, Gary?
Gay with the T, baby. They just, I would just say they was rushing to give me that makeup.
They wasn't rushing.
They
still got it right.
They were just excited.
Yes, they was excited they was doing it. So I'm like, but that's right, because Jesus knows, honey. He knows.
Oh, they paid for that, Gary.
They sure did. I said, girl, now, I don't know.
Gay with the T.
Gay with the T, honey. I was like, okay, girl, what made him?
Yes, hey, man, we are so, one more time for Gary with the T.
Yes, thank y'all. And thank all the listeners and all the people who supported and voted everything. Thank everybody. I want to thank each and every one of y'all, honey.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it, because you probably won't win anything else. One more time, Gary with the T.
Oh, don't do that, Ricky.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
What up, Ricky? So why am I talking to you? Because we're getting ready to talk about you. Our very own Rickey Smiley was the commencement speaker at Miles College and HBCU, founded in 1898, and is the premier liberal arts institution in Birmingham, Alabama this past Saturday. Also, they awarded you, sir, Mr. Rickey Smiley, an honorary doctorate degree.
What?
Yes. Let me say that again. They awarded Rickey Smiley an honorary doctorate degree. So are you Dr. Rickey Smiley now?
Indeed.
I am.
Okay, Dr. Smiley. Gospel artist Pastor Mike Jr. Was also awarded an honorary doctorate as well. So congratulations to you. Won't you tell us how you feeling, sir?
No, I mean, I feel great. I didn't know it was that big of a deal. I had no idea.
What?
So I just jumped in my car, drove over to Miles College. I went by myself. I didn't invite anybody, I told my daughters, nah, y'all just go ahead, enjoy your day, go to the mall, whatever plans that they had. I didn't, I just wasn't tripping about it. I just thought it was because I always doing stuff, always giving speeches at different programs all the time, and I just try not to bother people. But I had no idea that was a big deal, receiving that. And Pastor Mike Jr. was there, and I saw all of my college professors.
Wow.
Because I attended the great Miles College as well, during my college tour, as I call it, between 3 historically HBCUs. As I tried to work my way out to get into the work field. But all of my college professors was there, and people that Mr. Kenneth Coachman, Miss Adotova, my reading class, English college professors, all of them were there. People that mentored me, Miss Sloan, the former first lady of Miles College, and I was just so excited about that. I didn't know it was that big of a deal. I did not know. Former Birmingham Mayor Bernard Kincaid, Chuck Fosh, all of these wonderful, wonderful people, man. You sitting on the stage with all of that history and sitting next to the bishop, that was really cool. So it really put tears in my eyes. When I saw those young men coming up to get their, college degree, or whatever, I took all my boys off to college, and that's what I wanted to see for mine. And hopefully, I'll get to see Malik graduate this summer. But, man, that thing told me when those young men was coming across that stage, getting those degrees and shaking their hands and looking out there, their parents was proud or whatever, and just started having flashes and thoughts and stuff like that. It was emotional. But it was an honor, and during my speech, I just talked from my heart, Gary. That was it.
But that's what I was wondering. I was going to ask that. So I mean, did you?
Because I can't sit down and write no speech, Gary.
Because that's what I was wondering. I said, did somebody write this down for him or what? So you just spoke from the heart, huh?
You saw it. I just took the microphone and stepped from behind the podium and just kind of talked to the kids. I talked to them just about basic stuff and not to allow society to conform you into certain kind of behavior that's going on that's not appropriate, that some of this behavior is not okay, and my message was pretty much just because you can don't mean that you should. Because everything, right. I got a right. Well, just because you can don't mean that you should.
Right.
I think that's a great message.
Absolutely. And the young lady that was the SGA president, I can't remember her name, but she's a member of Delta Sigma Theta. She's the SGA president. She gave the best speech of the day, and she's from Dallas, Texas, and went to, what's the high school that started with an M, right, T? She said it.
Madison?
Yeah, she went to Madison.
She went to
Madison High School from Dallas, Texas. So when we got together with her, we over here talking about, oh, Cliff, that's my hood. We sang all of it. She said, I grew up listening to y'all on 97.9 The Beat when we were on the hip-hop station. So that made me proud. And she came all the way to Birmingham, Alabama, and became SGA president of Miles College, and her speech was emotional. It wasn't a dry eye in there. She was crying. It was emotional. It was great. Pastor Mike. So it was just awesome, man. I just thank God. So
on behalf of everybody, we just want to say that we're really proud of you, and just to let people know. So you're a doctor, not so much like Dr. Collier, but more like Dr. Dre.
You know
what? I mean,
I'm saying now you're not going to work on people.
You can call it whatever you want.
Education.
Yeah, I'm saying you're not going to work on people. You're not going.
Right.
You're not
but
going.
But
you don't want people coming to you with their
own
problems.
little personal way, you can throw it in every now and then. Hey, Doc, you can say Doc.
Yeah, I like Doc.
Yeah, and Gary with it. Yes. All the college professors told me to tell Gary with the T that he's going to have to put some respect on your name now. You have a doctorate.
That's right.
Yes. Dr. Smiley. Call it Dr. Smiley.
Yeah, Dr.
This rash I want you to take a look at.
You said, well, you got a rash?
I got a rash I want you to take a look at.
See, I knew y'all was going to do that.
Yeah. Well, Ricky, somebody was being messy, though, Ricky. I'm not going to say that. They said they must have no more people to get a doctorate, too, so they called you.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Some people may claim that the world is more dangerous than it was in the good old days, but it's partially an ignorance is bliss situation because we know about more dangers than we did then.
Now, there's a list online of old common household items and things we use when things we used to do when our parents were not looking that are now considered super dangerous. Some things made the list, and those things were number one, riding in the car without a seatbelt or sitting on someone's lap. 2 is letting your kids run around after dark. 3 is playing in the creek. 4, smoking cigarettes. Wow. And 5, driving without a license. Now, how about these products? Using baby powder, because the talc powders have been linked to cancer nowadays. Science teachers used to use liquid mercury in school experiments. That's crazy.
Do y'all remember the liquid mercury?
I don't.
Maria Brett.
I don't.
Maria, y'all didn't use liquid mercury in physical and biology class?
No, we didn't.
we definitely use. We use mercury because I'm old. We use mercury where you put it in a little petri dish kind of thing and watch it break up and roll around.
You have like little balls because mercury is in thermometers.
Yeah.
And
little what, Gary?
It's in thermometers. Mercury is in thermometers, and I remember we used to break the thermometers and let the little mercury come out.
Oh yeah. Wow.
But that's dangerous.
That was now they have the digital thermometers or whatever. But back then it had real mercury in it.
Oh my God.
We used to do everything you mentioned on that list.
Let's go back.
Okay.
Now I don't know about smoking a cigarette, but I would light the cigarette from my grandma. I knew how to light that joint.
Well,
I know how to
light
that
cigarette.
Nicotine
in you.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
He said, "Go in here and light this cigarette for me. You better not smoke it. Just put off at one time and bring it to me. Come straight to me, do you?" Like, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Like to go to the store. Especially you had an electric. My grandma had an electric stove, so you had to sit there for me till that thing turned red.
Okay, Rick and Rock. I'm pretty sure it's just the three of us that used to play in the creek.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Vacation Bible School, we had a creek behind the church, behind the fellowship hall. We used to go in the creek after Vacation Bible School and catch frogs and salamanders.
Oh, my God.
We used to take...
And catch crawdads.
Exactly. We used to catch crawfish, in Louisiana, honey.
We used to take the handlebars.
Crawfish, crawdads, crawfish.
We used to take the handlebars off our bikes and then tie a rope to the handlebars and tie the rope onto the tree and swing across the doggone creek.
Oh, my
goodness. Wait a minute, say that again.
We took the handlebars off of our bike, and we tied a rope to the handlebars, and we tied the other end of the rope to the tree. And we hung on to the handlebars as we jumped off the cliff to jump across the creek.
Now, that sounds kind of fun.
Oh, it was fun until you fell in the creek.
Wow. Oh, yeah, hide and go get it.
Yes,
all
sir.
of that.
Yeah, we had hide and go seek.
Yeah,
hide and go get it.
Did y'all ever take the light up part off the lightning bugs and put it on your ears and put it on the light up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or catch a whole bunch of lightning bugs and put them in a jar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And but they stink, though. But they light your room.
You know what makes me nervous, Ricky, is when I see small kids walking by themselves. Like, I used to walk like a whole mile to school, and I was like 6 years old. But it makes me so nervous to see small children because, all the, crazy
sex
folks out there.
Kidnapping. All this. And then you go on Facebook, you see all these kids coming up missing. Now, hell, you almost scared to let them walk from the bus with a group.
Okay.
They still in danger.
And who knew baby powder, Ricky? Who knew baby powder would be dangerous? My grandmama child, before you go to church, you put some under your boobs and you put some in your panties just in case you sweat.
Yep.
My friend Marvin Salter that live in Jacksonville, Florida, his mother died and it was traced all the way back to the shower with Johnson & Johnson and he sued. They sued and won.
Wow.
He was on the Today Show and Good Morning America.
I remember
that. Discussing that case. That's one of my best friends from high school.
My goodness.
The baby powder, because of the talc powder, has been definitely linked to cancer. So hit us up and let us know some of that stuff. We want to know what was something that you used to do or play with as a kid. If you would never, ever let your kids. Remember the swing set that when you get the swing real high, it come up out the ground. Hold on. Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. You can't swing, but what'd you say, Kate?
Did you ever have a BB? We used to have BB gun battles. We used to shoot each other with
absolutely.
BB guns.
Yeah.
I got one now.
M60 firecrackers.
Yeah, M80.
Oh, yeah.
Blow your hand off now, man.
Yeah.
Then I got some homeboy now with no thumbs. All right, y'all, if y'all can get through, hit us up at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. All right, y'all, we got calls. Good morning.
Man, yeah, this is Tito from Cincinnati, Ohio. I would never let my kids play with that red thing they used to hang in the grandmama's bathroom. It was red with the white tube to come down.
Douche bottle.
But it wasn't no hot water bottle. Y'all have a good day. Love y'all. Stay up, Rickey Smiley. Stay up, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm from West Palm Beach, and we used to get on the bridge at Singer Island and jump in the middle of the highest bridge and jump off it. It was about 13, 15 feet high, and just dive right in the ocean.
Yes, my mother used to let us deal with the kerosene lamps. These kids today, they wouldn't even know what to do. They would blow their whole face off. I love the morning show. Brad, I love you. Ricky, I love you. Keep doing what y'all doing. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I used to have a go-kart, man, and I don't think no kids should have that. All my friends had one. We had to use gas. It had a motor. We used to crash the joints, everything like that. I don't think you should let any kid have any type of thing like a vehicle, especially if they ain't at the right age.
Hey, my boy Leroy Perry had a little brother named Chuck. I used to put him on the back of my go-kart, but I took a belt and tied a wagon onto the back of my go-kart. And I would pull him in it. And if you hit a corner too fast, it'll turn over.
Yes, sir.
It maybe it'll flip over. But boy, yeah, shout out to man. We had them damn go-karts up in my neighborhood. Shoot. Best childhood ever, y'all.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. So here's a letter. Dear Rickey Smiley, in a nutshell, I am a 27-year-old female, very fit, feminine, and nice looking. Okay, Gary, you heard that. I went on a first date last week with what seemed like a nice dude. Now, the dude, 34, he's 34, and she says that, and was cute, but once we were out, I was so turned off by his kind of weird personality and his lack of conversation skills. But I'm sending this because of what happened afterwards. While at the restaurant, after the awkward silences and lack of chemistry, it became pretty apparent to him that we would not be going out on a second date. So he seemed a little put off by my body language, but I was like, whatever, and I went home. I got a text the next morning with a copy of the bill. What? What in the FN is going on here? If you don't know what FN stands for, that's a Birmingham thing. What in the FN is going on here? Yeah, that's Birmingham. That's a whole Birmingham thing. That's what we call dudes like that. Well, anyway, this dude actually asked if I could cash app him $145 to cover my part of the bill and his valet parking. And his valet parking fee, since I wouldn't be going out with him again, and he felt like I took advantage of him. Now, I didn't know what to say in response. What do y'all think? This is how men are getting down now? Please help me understand. Let me answer that for you. Yes, ma'am, that's how they getting down now. These are guys that was pampered by their mothers. These are entitled, real weird with their hood on, baby mama's boys. Because a real man gonna take you out on a date, and if it don't work out, charge it to the game, take her out to a night. I can't tell you how many nice dates I went out, and I knew that it wasn't gonna be a second date. Hell with me or hell with her or whatever. I'm not gonna ask no woman for no. Not gonna ask her to pay for the food. I'm not gonna ask her if it don't go well to pay for anything. Valet parking. It is an honor that she graced you with her presence. Or whatever, unless she just alien and came to the restaurant with some pajamas on and a bonnet, which I seen in Birmingham all weekend. After 3 o'clock, I saw a whole lot of bonnet and pajamas in the car. I hate to say it, I love my city, but I saw a whole lot of bonnets and pajamas in the car after 3 p.m. I promise you, I put that on my grandmama's grave.
Yeah,
I'm
dog.
like, is that? No. Past 3, sir.
Yeah.
Past 3.
Come on, dog. I'm with you.
Past 3.
I'd have pulled up right next to you in one.
Huh?
I'd have pulled up right next to you in one.
And I'd have looked straight ahead.
I don't care about what you or Monique say. I love me a good bonnet, honey.
And pajamas in the car in public in Walmart.
It don't have to be pajamas, but a bonnet, yeah.
I said pajamas and the bonnet.
Yeah, man.
Well, listen. Some 2-piece pajamas are cute, y'all. I don't care what y'all talking about. Like, y'all got y'all little preferences or whatever. We don't want to see y'all in certain things either, but y'all wear
I agree with that. What you on, like, with sagging pants?
Tank top.
Pants all the way down to your knees and they tight?
It just depends on what your body look like.
Yeah.
It depends on how you wear it.
That's a good point.
What is it that you don't like to see in public? I ain't trying to change the stuff. What you?
Just
What's the turn
you
off?
in something ugly. When you thinking you cute, like when your pants pulled all the way up to your chest and the belt all tight, and you got on some doodle kickers, the boots, thinking you doing something special, shirt buttoned all up with a big chain on it. You thinking you doing something, you ain't.
Some of them non-retro
about,
Jordans.
oh, this what money look like. No, bro, you need to go somewhere else.
Clean, right?
Yeah, you ain't clean. It's
Nah.
It's certain things that y'all do to turn us off too now, because we could be real cute in some pajamas and a bonnet.
What about a cologne, Brett? What kind of cologne?
Don't do it. Don't you pull up in no Old Spice. I don't want to smell no Old Spice, no Stetson, no none of that.
What?
None.
That's clean, Jack.
Whatever. Ooh, that's bad.
But let's finish talking about this dude that requested this Cash App for $100.
He lame. He lame.
You mentioned
Get him, Brett. He what?
He is lame.
And why?
How could you? How dare you? Like, you don't take nobody on no date and then you want some money back. You want her to Cash App you.
Yeah, that's garbage.
You is a FN, for real.
You talking about he was pampered by his mama. He's still wearing Pampers.
He's still wearing Pampers and ain't got no money, and it's proving you lame and you ain't got no money because you can't cover this bill. Don't take nobody out. Don't offer to take nobody out.
Yeah,
Take him somewhere in the drive-through.
Yeah.
That's one of them mamas still kiss them in the mouth when they 10 and 11 years old with 2 earrings on, mama's boy.
No.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, Doja Cat took to Twitter telling her fans that her last 2 albums were cash grabs, she explained. Planet Her and Hot Pink were cash grabs and y'all fell for it. She continued, now I can go disappear somewhere and touch grass with my loved ones on an island while y'all weep for more mediocre pop. Planet Her was released in 2021, landing her at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and has spent 97 total weeks on the chart. What's a cash grab? Just putting out anything and not really caring about what it is? See, that I don't think people should do that. You should care about your projects, and it shouldn't just be a cash grab.
She got a lot of criticism, so she was just saying she's basically trying to cover it up and saying that, she just threw it out there and we fell for it.
Oh, okay. Well, moving on. We don't care anymore. During an interview for TV Once Uncensored, Lil Wayne sat down with Missy Elliott and revealed how much she influenced him. He told her, as a kid, before I even knew a Jay-Z existed, I was into Missy Elliott. He went on, it was because you were able to say things that I would want to say. As I'm rapping, you not only made me you made me love it. He continued, and I became so interested in you. And what happened was I bought the album and did not know that you was really spitting. So it was you and CeeLo Green who I would listen to at the time a lot, he said. He continued, and I was very much into Noriega, he added. So that was a great compliment coming from Lil Wayne to Missy. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, and she interviewed him. That was really good. It's surprising that she was doing to interview him, and then he loved her as much as he did.
Yeah, I like to see that. So kudos to Lil Wayne for giving it up, because people don't be wanting to give it up, saying they love female rappers when they really did. They be just trying to give it up to the dudes all the time. So I can appreciate that. Well, last but not least, y'all, according to People Magazine, a Donna Summer documentary is coming to HBO. I know you love Donna Summer, Gary.
Oh, yes.
The network dropped the trailer
me too,
for
Brett.
Yes,
Brett,
I know. You too.
My daughter, D Essence, listen. I can hear Donna Summer, the radio, and hot girl coming from upstairs.
What about MacArthur Park?
Come on now. I'm a huge Donna Summer fan.
Well, they dropping the documentary and it's coming on HBO. They dropped a trailer for it. It's called Love to Love You, Donna Summer. Its forthcoming film is on the late disco queen. The documentary will examine her rise as one of the disco's most famous singers and look into her life away from the spotlight. The film will also explore her efforts to hide her personal life from the public. Now, in the trailer, she describes how her persona as a musician was more different than her private life, saying, quote, I have a secret life. You're looking at me, but what you see is not what I am, she went on to say. My approach to singing, I approach as an actress. I don't approach it as a singer. It's really acting. I'm not trying to be me. Donna's dance hit stretched from the 1970s to the 1980s, including Love to Love You, Baby, I Feel Love, Last Dance, Bad Girls.
Yes,
she worked hard for the money.
Fan, when I tell you I am a diehard Donna Summer fan, that was my first Celebrity Crush.
Yes.
And I love her, but that worked hard for the money. We played that in high school in the band. I'm talking about, man, she had hit after hit after hit. And I wish they would do a movie and let Kelly Rowland play Donna Summer. She would just be so perfect for that role.
Yeah, she would be.
Go to YouTube and listen to the radio. Man, I love that song and how it started off real slow and then that disco beat comes in. Man, I wish Ja would do a Donna Summer mix.